She was prepared to be his rock as cancer slowly took him away. But as the bills piled up and his recklessness spiraled out of control, she began to wonder if love had become one-sided. How do you confront someone who's dying without adding to their burden? Just a year ago, the original poster's husband, a 27-year-old man, was diagnosed with cancer. His work contract was not renewed after his diagnosis, leaving him uninsured and vulnerable. In a selfless move, she married him solely to ensure he would remain covered under her robust health insurance plan. She reassured him that he need not worry about finding a job during his treatment. Her income was adequate to cover their living expenses, and she was determined that he should focus entirely on his health. It was not a rushed decision either. They had always planned to marry eventually, so it felt like the right time to tie the knot. Initially, everything seemed to work out well. Her flexible work schedule allowed her to accompany him to his medical appointments, and their financial situation remained stable. She covered all their household bills and his medical expenses, even providing him with additional funds to have some personal spending money. For a while, they found a rhythm that worked, but soon things began to change. Her husband started making impulsive and irresponsible financial choices that put a strain on their resources. It was difficult to pinpoint when it started, but the shift was undeniable. His first big request came a few months ago when he expressed his desire for something he had always wanted: a motorcycle. At this point, they had learned that his cancer was particularly aggressive and had minimal chances of remission. He framed the motorcycle as his final wish, something he desperately wanted to enjoy before his time ran out. After consulting with her mother, who agreed to reimburse her, she advanced him $8,000. Then came more devastating news. Chemotherapy was failing, and his oncologists were exploring clinical trials as a hopeful, if uncertain, path forward. He was prescribed chemotherapy pills to buy some time. His response was vivid and emotionally charged. He wanted to return to his hometown to bid farewell to family and friends before the next treatment cycle began. She urged him to consider cost-saving alternatives for the plane tickets, like waiting a few days or choosing a flight with a layover, but he insisted on a direct flight the very next day, bringing the ticket cost to an exorbitant $800. Amid this turbulence, he misplaced his wallet and, in a series of fits, ended up causing significant damage to their home. He broke a couple of pieces of furniture and even damaged a door. When confronted about it, he dismissed her concerns, telling her to simply replace what was broken. Turns escalated to an outright gamble when he visited a casino with his friends during his trip home. Without telling her, he wagered and lost $1,000. Money she suspected came from the motorcycle fund. Upon returning from his trip, when she inquired about settling the bike loan, he claimed ignorance about the purpose of the money and casually suggested she just use her credit card to pay it off. He further compounded her distress by neglecting his medication. Despite her persistent reminders to inform his oncology team, he snapped, telling her to stop interfering and threatening to exclude her from further medical discussions. Emotionally drained and feeling unappreciated, she finds herself at a crossroads. She has spent tens of thousands of dollars and provided unwavering support, marrying him, shouldering the financial burden, and trying her best to be there each step of the way. Yet he hasn't once expressed gratitude or acknowledgement for her sacrifices. As she grapples with his spiraling state, she's left to wonder how she can express her own emotional exhaustion without sparking conflict or making him feel even more burdensome. Concerned listeners weighed in with their thoughts, and here's a little-known benefit that could change everything. One user advised, "Please file for Social Security disability today with your husband. He has benefits available for him if he applies and will receive these benefits from the date of application. Do this as soon as possible. It's crucial that more people are made aware of this." A direct words-to-action response. In addition to letting him know he's abusing your kindness, you need to stop being afraid to tell him no. These are significant and costly demands, And while he might not live to bear their repercussions, you certainly will. It's incredibly selfish of him not to recognize or consider this, especially when he claims to love you. And an empathic wish for healing. What a terribly sorrowful situation for you. You're shouldering enormous weight. If he refuses therapy, I strongly urge you to consider it for yourself. His profound depression might be beyond your ability to help. Consider contacting local support groups or asking his physician about resources. Stay supportive, but prioritize your own well-being. Her story is far from over, but for now, she's left grappling with how to move forward. If tender tribulations like this resonate with you, hit subscribe to keep these stories coming as we unravel more dilemmas that tug at the heartstrings. And if you want more, I just covered a harrowing tale of betrayal by a mother on an unimaginable day. The link is on social media.